Hey, what's up, people? This is Sheep Show, and I'm born again. And this video comes to you from Fox 11 LA, and it's a video of a short pursuit followed by a foot pursuit where LAPD tackles a fleeing suspect who was carrying his son, and the son ends up with a skull fracture.
Police! Stop! The LAPD body cam video just released. We've learned the baby had drugs, cocaine and fentanyl in his system. The case now being investigated as a use of force incident.
Haley Winslow live in South LA with new details. And Haley, you gotta feel for that baby. Ugh.
Oh, it is so disturbing to watch, and we do warn you that it may be disturbing for you. And this baby has a skull fracture. LAPD trying to figure out if that injury is from this police takedown or if it's from something else, like his dad hitting a flatbed truck trying to get away from police.
Stop! Police! Stop!
A pretty big detour, including a hit and run, evading police, and a skull fracture to his baby's head. The takedown captured on police cameras happened on the night of February 11th. LAPD was doing a traffic stop on East 55th and Long Beach Avenue when officers saw a silver Jeep Wrangler with tinted windows driving erratically.
Short story, I'm in pursuit, TC, hit and run, felony suspect.
Behind the wheel, they say, was 25-year-old Josue Huerta, who took police on a pursuit for more than 10 minutes. Investigators say Huerta crashed into a flatbed truck and kept going. On South Alameda, Huerta took off running through a park and into a neighborhood.
I got him. I got him.
LAPD says an officer finally caught up to Huerta and used his body to tackle the suspect to the grass. What officers didn't realize is Huerta was holding his 10-month-old son in his arms. Doctors at the hospital say the baby tested positive for cocaine and fentanyl and fractured his skull. Huerta is facing 3 felonies, and investigators say they found narcotics, 3 unloaded magazines, a whole bunch of cash, and his baby's car seat that was not fastened to the Jeep. Doctors have released the baby from the hospital. He's back home with his mom, and that internal investigation will take several months. Reporting live, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
Our thoughts are with that baby, Haley. Thank you.
It goes without saying that any serious injury to a child or infant is obviously tragic, and any quote-unquote parent that willingly and wantonly puts their child in circumstances that are likely to result in serious injury should be held fully accountable. Aside from the questionable actions of the Los Angeles Police Department, I made several other disturbing observations. I would like to direct your attention to the romantic relationship between the mainstream media and law enforcement. Notice how the reporter just regurgitates every word fed to her by those that have a vested interest in a specific outcome. Notice how information is released that likely draws the attention and focus away from the actions of the LAPD. Quote, doctors at the hospital say, the baby tested positive for cocaine and fentanyl. Since when do hospitals and law enforcement agencies release private medical information and detailed police activities related to an ongoing use of force investigation? Well, when the information released fits the narrative that will support an outcome that is in its own best interest, that's when. Notice how the reporter uses phrases like, when officers saw a silver Jeep Wrangler with tinted windows, driving erratically. Behind the wheel, they say, and investigators say. Notice how the baby is clearly visible in the body camera footage before the suspect is tackled to the ground on the concrete sidewalk, yet the reporter states, what officers didn't realize is that Huerta was holding his 10-month-old son in his arms. How does the mainstream media know that officers didn't realize that Huerta was carrying an infant? Oh yeah, because the police said so. Notice the minor damage to the vehicle, as the reporter throws in some plausible deniability on behalf of her secret love interest. Quote, LAPD trying to figure out if that injury is from the police takedown or if it's from something else, like his dad hitting a flatbed truck trying to get away from the police. And, quote, the baby's car seat wasn't fastened inside the vehicle, unquote. These are obviously important details for the mainstream media to report because it's far more likely that the infant suffered a skull fracture from a minor traffic collision than from having its head spiked into the concrete when the LAPD tackled his father. I can't wait for the outcome of this hard-hitting, in-depth, meticulous, razor-sharp, independent investigation by Fox 11 News and reporter Haley Winslow. Actually, I may be able to save you all some time and allow you to skip the wait. Sheep Show Media predicts that the Los Angeles Police Department, after conducting a thorough and unbiased investigation of its own officers, find no wrongdoing or culpability for the injuries sustained by a 1-year-old who was dropped on the sidewalk by his father while eluding police who was wanted for felony ... This mainstream media sheep show is a prime example of why independent media and freelance journalists willing to be critical of law enforcement is vital to the preservation of a free society through transparency, accountability, and reform. Thank you for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing to my channel.